is the Red Queen.
Ja, så lite då.
You're so pretty. You remind me of my... Never mind.
Welcome to the Red Queen. You must have quite a pair on you, mister. I'll give you that.
I thought the red light district was more liberal when it came to Augs.
No, nothing like that. Your money's as good as anyone else's, except... we haven't had too many augmented in here lately.
You worried I'll put the other customers off their entertainment?
In the Red Queen? You're more likely to get some offers, handsome. So, what'll it be?
All the trouble lately can't be good for business.
You kidding? We deal in sex and alcohol. Times get tough, demand goes up, not down. People are looking to escape, you know? Play out some fantasies, have fun.
And a little thing like the possibility of another bombing isn't enough to keep them at home.
Well, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Don't know if you heard, but they got the bastard who was behind the Ruzika explosion.
What do you mean?
Rucker, the leader of ARC. I guess the cops smoked him out of his hole. Nu said he's dead and ARC was basically dismantled. Terrorists gone. Poof. Like that. So we got nothing to worry about. Right?
Yeah, right. Red Light District always this busy?
Only at night. Locked up tight during the day. That's when the rest of the old district gets its share of the tourist credits.
Pigeons of a different feather.
You could say that. A little less adventurous. You know, museum goers, souvenir buyers, walk around with cameras glued to their faces. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You live in the city long enough, you take things for granted. Ignore all the sights and sounds around you that make it special.
Yeah, I know the feeling. You only miss that stuff when you've left. The Queen's got a pretty liberal management policy. A lot of places in this city wouldn't even let me in the door.
The whole red light district is like that. Mostly. Besides, some of our most popular employees are augmented. Be kind of hypocritical to turn them away as customers.
Smart business practice.
Oh yeah. The owners here are real smart businessmen. Part of the reason the Red Queen is the most popular club in the district.
Sounds like a nice little family-run operation.
Look, I don't want to get into trouble. And I don't want to lose this job.
Don't worry. Just getting the lay of the land. Actually, I think I'm gonna pass.
You change your mind, I'll be right here.
Ciałko, jesteś tu sam.
You looking for something? Like a fight? Uyobok?
She put the place here? In a private room? I'm sorry, but I'm still freaked out by all of this.
So she's having a fling with an augmented gigolo. So what? Couples use sex toys together all the time. Think of this as the same thing, only the devices are attached to nerve endings.
Stop that! Jesus! She's had this fantasy forever. Why is she suddenly in such a hurry now?
The vote, of course. I don't care what the politicians say. As soon as the axe comes down, the augmented are as good as extinct.
Maybe the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and insightful perspective. This is Eliza Casari, reporting to you live.
Ahoy!
Ah.
It is my pleasure to serve you. What would you like?
Beer, whiskey.
I'm all right for now.
If that ever changes, I'll be here waiting.
Here we are.
Was I right about this place or what?
Absolutely. The architecture in the old sector was great. But this area is every bit as amazing in a completely...
Well. It's too bad there's no helicopter service. I'd love to see
My
the way
favorite
these areas
color
come
is
together
black.
from above.
What about
When
you?
I was in the...
Are you Vincent Black? It's me, Dobromila. Please, you... No, you are too... I'm sorry. I have made a mistake. I'm waiting for someone.
Bluff.
You really think you should be saying my name out loud in a place like this?
So it is you. Discretion. Right. I'm sorry. But it was your bright idea to meet here of all places. Not exactly the safest part of Prague to... You didn't mention that you were augmented in your description.
What difference does it make?
None, I suppose. And I don't mean to stare. It's just... It doesn't fit with your reputation.
My reputation, huh? Man's not always aware of what people say about him. What else have you heard?
People are wary of you. They say that you are everyone's enemy. Everyone's friend. They also say you are one of the few who has the courage to expose the Diwali for what they really are. I can help with that. But first, I need to know I can trust you.
What kind of trouble are you in, exactly?
You know exactly what kind of trouble I'm in. My husband, Lester, The operation, you've been digging into it. Come closer. Pretend you're kissing my neck.
Your husband runs a Diwali operation. I'm assuming there are people in here who know who he is. You don't think me kissing his wife might draw unwanted attention?
Flirting is one thing.
They expect it. He cheats on me, I cheat on him. But his business is something else entirely. We must be discreet, darling. Please, I'll tell you whatever I can. Whatever you want. But not here. This isn't the time to ask questions. You understand, yes?
We should talk somewhere else.
I am leaving by train tonight. There is a secluded courtyard by the tracks. Shikashka. Go before me and I'll meet you there. I don't want anyone to see us walking out together.
You sure you'll be alright until then?
I've survived marriage to that man for this long. I think I can make it one more night. I'll be okay. I just need another drink to get my courage up and to loosen my tongue. We'll see each other soon. I promise.
Now what happens? Do I go into the manager's office?
Make sure to show respect.
I'd like some whistle.
Master Cadlick, I am the owner of the Red Queen. I make a point of knowing everything important, but you, I do not know.
Could be I'm not important.
Oh, please. Have you seen yourself in a mirror lately? Besides, I have a healthy curiosity. It is important to a mother.
Mom wouldn't be thrilled about me being in a place like this.
Really? I can't imagine why. A good time never hurt anyone.
If you say so.
Oh, but I do say so, Metal Man. And my word is law in my domain. So relax. Enjoy yourself. It's a very wholesome place.
Wholesome.
The Red Queen is a family business. My eldest son works the bar. The other does security upstairs. Come in on the weekend and you'll meet one of my nieces, Agnieszka. She's the late show. You see, around here, nothing comes before family.
I understand your family is very important to you. Does that include a kid named Dominic?
Ah, I didn't think you were here for the scenery.
I'm here to repay a favor.
This club is my confession. People stop by, whisper in my ear. Sometimes I forgive, sometimes not. Lately, I hear one of the Diwali men wants to reconcile with me. How old-fashioned of him.
He helps you out, you help him out. I take it Dominic's causing some kind of trouble.
Dominic has made bad choices, for himself and for his family. We have tradition to consider. So I ask you, what is the best way to get a hot-headed young man out from where he does not belong?
You talk to him. You say whatever it takes to make him understand your point of view.
I would like nothing more than to strap Dominic to a chair and make him understand my point of view. But first, I need to get him into the chair.
Then what did you have in mind?
My hands are bound by politics. You, I think, have the look of someone used to working around political matters. Perhaps you could kidnap Dominic.
I want to understand this better. What makes Dominic your Our problem.
Sometimes the Valley operations need sharp young toughs who can wave a gun, and sometimes they need men who can look good in a suit and make allegiances.
So which type is he?
I made an arrangement for Dominic. I found him a woman, found him a place, away from all this, where he was useful to the family. But he thinks he knows better. He thinks like Radich Nikolaz.
He's a runaway groom. You wanted to marry him off, he wants to sit at the kingpin's table. And this costs you, doesn't it?
You're very perceptive. Dominic is disposable to Radich, but to me, he can bring a more capable wife into the fold. My fold.
Alright, where's Dominic now? What do you want me to do?
They call it Hotel Narikala, an old Georgian joke. One of Radich's safe houses. Dominic knows we cannot interrupt Radich's hospitality.
And that's where I come in. It's heavily guarded, I assume.
And surveillance systems, alarms. This is the boy.
So I sneak into this building, find Dominic, tell him he's expected back home.
No. You get in, you incapacitate Dominic. You bring him out and leave him in a cozy storage locker. No one can see any of this happen.
You want me to knock this guy out and drag him through a building full of Radich's men, undetected? You're kidding, right?
Where I am from, abduction of the bride was a time-honored custom. So you think of this as an act for equality. You'll know Dominic by his tattoo. Do not bring me the wrong man.
It's George. Bread and chips. So what am I on right now? Side missions. Back to Fate Black. It's supposed to give me Vince Black information about her Diwali husband. She's my best link to Vince Black's current whereabouts.
You'll have to spring for a private room. But I guarantee. Don't be bashful. We both know why you came here.
I hope so.
I'm going to get the police in this.
Isn't some kind of slot.
Talari, there?
What is it, Adam? Any word on what happened to Vince?
I just spoke to his contact. A woman he was supposed to meet to get info on some Diwali op. Problem is, he never showed up.
I have a really bad feeling about this. Do whatever you can, Adam, to pick up his trail. Let's hope he's all right.
Earlier.
What part?
We don't see that much.
Yeah, makes you think for bread.
How did you get this number? It was unlisted.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the meeting spot. I have arrived.
vylejzaj z těch svých...
Police investigation! Stay back!
Who's this?
Just a little further. The cops are out of control. I wasn't followed.
Wait for... This is the courtyard where I was supposed to meet Vince Blackson for. Oh, the Juggernaut Collective. We are Juggernaut. We are not anarchists, we are not terrorists, we are not criminals or political dissidents or hackers or the disaffected. This is how they define us, but we are Juggernaut. What do I see here?
Státní policie.
Mina, the dealers are saying they only sell neon now. They claim the new Epazine business is dead because there aren't enough of us left. Our only hope is that Bonbon has new Epazines or somewhere in her apartment. The code to get in. I know it's dangerous, but what choice do we have?
Vyšetřuje ohavnou vraždu, která se dnes v noci stala v pražské čtvrti Překážka. Místní augmentovaná.
The whole city is going to pieces.
What the hell? There's a safe here. Nice. Okay, here she is.
I think it is safe for us to talk here. Finally, together we can make Vlasta pay.
Vlasta, your husband. What's this about exactly? You said you have information.
Smuggling. Weapons. Drugs. Whores. You name it, darling. All of it is heading east. I have the address of the locker where everything is stored. And I have the code to get in. You will see for yourself. And then you will do what you think is best.
You want me to shut down your husband's smuggling operation. Why?
Isn't that why you contacted me? I'm willing to help because it's the right thing to do. But it means I have to leave him tonight. Leave everything. Did you bring what you were supposed to?
I need to know a little more about who you've been talking to about me. Some of these things you say you've heard. The information must have come from somewhere.
It came mostly from Vlasta. There is no name my husband curses more often than yours. And my husband curses a lot.
Sounds like your husband and I are great friends.
I have to admit I was a little scared. I kept telling myself, my husband's enemy is my friend. But some of the things I overheard, they didn't exactly inspire confidence. But now that I've met you, I feel like they cannot be true.
What kinds of things?
The way his men talk about you. They say there is nothing you won't do, no one you won't betray, for the sake of your own agenda. When you asked me to meet you at the Red Queen, of all places, and then when I saw those men listening to our conversation, I don't know. I thought the worst, I suppose. I'm sorry to have doubted you.
All this sneaking around, exposing your husband's criminal activities. How much danger do you think you're in?
I don't know. I was scared waiting inside that damn club. Paranoid. But I think the worst is over. I'll be out of Prague within the hour and he'll never see me again. Assuming you can pay, of course.
Pay?
What else do I need to know about your husband?
Lesta is like all young Diwali. You cannot argue with them. You cannot intimidate them. You cannot appeal to their heart. All he cares about is delivering on time. And chasing after women who are not his wife.
Is that why you want to get back at him? Because of something he's done to you?
I have no illusions about who I married. I knew he was ambitious, eager to please the wrong kinds of men. But I didn't think he would turn into this monster. I want him to test failure, to have to walk home with his tail between his legs.
If I get involved in this, there's a chance he might not walk home at all.
What you do with the information I sell you is up to you. All I care about now is starting over.
Alright, this information you have, how much do you want for it?
The price of a ticket to Berlin, with enough left over to start my new life. I believe that is what we agreed. They say Berlin is a good city for those wanting to be lost.
Well, it so happens that I found a train ticket.
Here. The ticket's already been bought, open-ended. You leave when you want.
All right. Thank you. My husband owns a storage locker next to the Palisade Bank. The code is 2565. It is the centerpiece of his operation. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Can't seem to get warm.
Delara, that Diwali op Vince was digging into? I've got the address of a smuggling locker he was looking for.
Huh, maybe he's still looking. Or maybe he found it some other way. This information, you came by it how exactly?
The informant Vince was supposed to meet. I told her I was Vince.
Interesting. You never struck me as the pretending type, Adam. I always assumed what you see is what you get. I should have known better.
Point is, I got a lead. I'll let you know what I find.
I got a map. Scribbled the location of her husband's smuggling operation onto the back of the local seat. Looks like it's not far from the bank.
I'll pay.
So I travelled to Seaston.
Hello.
Where are your documents?
Děkujeme za spolupráci během stavu nouze.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, travelled to Seaston. Back in a bit.
Master kisses as we get the head.
an open window up there. Ah.
Legislation is to ensure that they are as safe from us as we are from them. I am not a...
Here's a book. This is... There's an e-book. Global Politics Review, 2029 edition. Pause to read. That one's free.
Access granted.
Walter, whatever your reasons, and I'm not unsympathetic, believe me, this is the worst time you could have chosen to protect. Legal custody. And urgent, please reply. That's it. Oh, it's done. Oh, cabinet. Ah, there's only beer in there. I missed something here. Credits.
Hello, Og.
Ah, the storage room areas. There are two keypads here. It's empty. What the? If you want more, follow the rainbow. Ah, stash. Oh. Oh, who's this?
Who are you? What? Who are you? What are you doing here? If Blaster sees you, waiting alone was part of the deal.
Vlasta, huh? What kind of deal? Why are you locked up in here?
I don't know who you are or what you want, but me getting out of here is non-negotiable. You need to leave.
I got a tip about a Diwali smuggling operation being run through here. One that may or may not involve someone I'm looking for. And headed by your friend, Vlasta.
Vlasta is not my friend. He's a necessary evil. Are you some kind of cop? I know all about cops. The ones I met in Golem were very good at introducing themselves.
I'm not like them.
Look, I'm not from here. My name is Olivier. 5 months ago, I was pulled from a train. I didn't have a ticket. They checked my name and saw that in university years ago. I was part of a radical group. 50 students, we were nothing. But it is enough for them to drag me into Golem. Since then, I have spent every minute of every day trying to get out. And now that I'm close, you are not going to ruin it for me.
You're paying the Diwalis to be their cargo. There's gotta be better ways of getting out of Prague.
Not legal ones. Not for me. Vlasta's my best shot of getting past the checkpoints. I got the rest of the money and now he's going to get me all the way to Rabia. I am not going back to Golem. Do you have any idea how bad it is?
I saw segregation in Gollum, oppression, crime. But I also saw courage. People finding ways to keep going. I know it's bad, but I'm not sure it's worth making a deal with the devil just to get out.
If you believe that, then you go live there. Spend 5 months getting kicked, spit on, locked up and interrogated about things you know nothing about. I'll take my chances with people like Vlasta, people like Vince.
Vince Black? What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Davni Obvut. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know, please. This is my ticket now, do you understand? Promise me.
I came here to find out what happened to Vince Black. What else can you tell me about your dealings with him?
You pay these cops in Golem a lot of money and they get you to Vince's apartment. Then you pay Vince. Then Blaster comes to pick up the cargo, so then you pay Blaster. Blaster and Vince, they had some kind of fight about money, about the location of this place. Blaster's men blindfolded me and brought me here, and told me to wait. It's Blaster! Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't
let's
be
get
on
this shit
any
in the
of them.
truck. I need to meet Katka at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait.
Who sent you?
Oh.
I'm just here to see my friend off, make sure she's in good hands. As long as I have no reason to worry about Olive, you have no reason to worry about me.
See her off? This look like an airport lounge to you?
I didn't tell anyone. I swear.
Whatever you're going to do, Vlasta, do it quick.
I don't like surprises. When people break my terms, it makes me want to break things. Or maybe not break them, maybe strip them down. Sell them for parts.
You're a businessman running a business, Vlasta. Part of that business is built on getting people like Olive out of places like Gollum, places like Prague. Only way for you to maintain your reputation here is to fulfill your agreement with her.
Wrong. My reputation is built on people not fucking with me. People not wasting my time. You should both be dead already. The only reason I'm holding back. You should both be dead.
Volatile, antsy, proud. A hollow and self-centered personality, Vlasta will interpret any unforeseen complication as a personal affront. Any social interaction in which he is not in complete control may be perceived as an attack on his manhood. He is capable of being reasonable if his existence is at stake, though he is just as likely to lash out when cornered. I can press. Personalize. Intimidate.
Aren't you the least bit curious why I'm really here? Isn't that why you haven't shot me yet? Someone very close to you has been talking, Vlasta. Someone who is sick and tired of what you'd become.
Vlasta, we need to move.
I work with double-crossing shitheads. That isn't news to me. Hell, I just shot one of them yesterday. So why don't you go tell whoever sold me out that I don't have time for bullshit?
Time's obviously very important to you. So how about we agree to something that doesn't attract every cop in the city? A way that gets you out of here and lets you keep your schedule.
By which you mean I should just let them take Olivia and I should let you just walk away?
It's your most efficient course of action. No shots fired, no attention drawn. And if Olivia's in your care, you have no reason to worry about her, or me. Because I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize her. What do you say? Tick-tock, Vlasta.
All right. We'll take Olivia to Rabia, like we promised. And I like the idea of never seeing you again. You walk away and you don't tell anybody about any of this. Because if anything goes wrong, if I regret this, she's the one who's going to pay for it.
For your sake. Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Oh man, I don't get to loot.
Your books in Prague have it too easy. If I was in charge,
maybe
you have no idea what you're saying.
Don't really want to hang around
the pockets of the bosses.
Oh, just looting and
Take your acts of terror somewhere else.
I'm leaving. An augmented woman named Olivia was using the Diwali smuggling operation to escape Golan. One of the people she had to pay along the way was Vince Black. The more I learn about Black, the more questions I have. How far will a man go to maintain his cover? How long before he loses his way back? Before he breaks? The one sure thing I know about Vince Black right now is where he lived. Time for a break. Thanks for watching. See you in the next part.